When they hear Sandstorm and Sir Big Spur starts getting those claws sharpened, Williams-Brice Stadium comes alive in support of their South Carolina Gamecocks. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Wolverines will kick it away to start. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. On first down, here comes this offense. Looking for a gap. It's Sanders. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there. To find their footing at this point.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Keeps the play going. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and that was really nice pressure. Ideally, you want to get him on the ground. Nice job by the quarterback staying alive, keeping the play alive, but it still ends in an incompletion. Nice pressure by the defense.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. To the air, it's Sellers. Finds his big tight end. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The Gamecocks racing to the line in a hurry-up. Quarterback checking off. Wants to throw on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. That was was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. Saw a great example of it right there.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. To the ground with the back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They'll leave it with him. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. Already down a score early. The last thing you want to do on your first drive is give it right back to them. So they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going to try to get it himself. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
He wants to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hand.
Man, and that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And I'll tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
Back to throw, it's Orji. Gets rid of it. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Slings it downfield. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's 4th and short, 4th and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But 4th and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
Caught in the backfield. It's Bennett. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And I love working the slot receivers. And you see so much of that. It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot, maybe get him matched up on a linebacker or a safety. I like working those guys in those matchups. Favorable for the offense for sure.
Got his man out of the backfield. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. They'll try to get the first through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Gamecocks want to move quickly. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Quickly complete. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. Fast motion from the offense. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. And it's caught! Touchdown, Gamecocks!
And that's what I love about